Hello my fellow crafters and welcome back to David's Craft Room. My name is David and this is my craft room. Now, if you haven't seen last video, I would suggest you do that because it's a fun video and I'm making two really fun projects and I explain why I do this. Long story short, we celebrate our birthday and together we are 100 years old. So I've made this fun t-shirt that we're gonna wear, and I've made this fun door sign that's gonna be at our front door. But in this video, I'm gonna be making something else. Now, I was brainstorming with Daniel, what am I going to do? And then I said, do you have any ideas? What would you like me to make? Don't ever ask that because good. He said, make bunting. Okay. Now this took some doing, but I made bunting. I mean, it's also his birthday, so why not? So I've made this fun bunting with all sorts of 100 years. It's sparkly, it's shiny, it's celebration. So if you want to see how I made this video and how we are going to use iron-on material on paper, then you got to keep on watching. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do so and hit that notification bell so you will not miss any of my future videos. Now, without any further ado, let's dive in and make this fun bunting. Have fun! Okay, so welcome to Design Space for part 2 of my 100 years party. I want to make some bunting decoration, which will contain the same logo as I have on the t-shirts, etc. that I showed in the intro. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to head over to Images. I'm going to type in bunting. Let's see what it gives us. I see some here, but this is not what I'm looking for. This is quite a nice template. However, I like this one as well. I think I'm just going to use this one. It's quite plain, but it's simple. Yeah, it gives me enough space to add things on. So we're going to do that. Now this is quite small. This is just 4 and I want them 10 centimeters wide. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come up here where it says size. I'm going to click, double click in there. So all is selected and I'm going to type in 10 centimeters width. Because the lock is still locked, it will adjust both ways, so lengthwise. So this is 10 by 12 centimeters now. So let me see, it's quite a nice size. What I'm going to do is make a template of my paper. I'm going to use a paper pack which is 12 inches, 31 centimeters. So I'm going to make this 31 centimeters by 31 centimeters. And then you will see it gives a warning sign here. Now when you click on the warning sign, it says, oh, it can't be bigger than 29.718 centimeters. This means that I have to make this smaller. So I will come here and make this 29.7. Now I have my paper size. So I'll put that to the back. Now I'm gonna play around with my bunting. So I will duplicate that. Now there are multiple ways you can duplicate this. You can right click and hit duplicate, or you can select your image and go here to the far right above your layout panel and hit duplicate there. Now I've got 2, but I obviously want more. So from what I can see now, I can get 4 because I can't fit another one here, I think. No, obviously not, because it's 29 and this is 10 centimeters. So what I could do, let's try 9 centimeters. And make this one 9. This one to the top. Yeah, this way I can get 6 out of it, which is fine. So they're going to be... And what I'm going to do, is I'm going to select them all and I'm going to attach. This way, this is now together and it will cut together. So I can get rid of my template, hide that, and then we are ready to cut this. Next, I'm going to use this 100 years that we've made for my t-shirt, etc. I'm going to put that to the front because I need to resize that. I know my bunting is 9 centimeters, so I will make this to fit. I think that should be fine. I'm going to use my Cricut Maker for this. This one, I want 6 as well. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to select all my 100 years logos and hit group. That way I can hide them with one click and they are out of my sight. And then I'm going to click make it. And I know I want 4 of these mats, giving me 24 buntings. Next, I'm going to hit continue and Design Space will connect to the Maker via Bluetooth. Once that's done, I can select the material that I need. Now, I know this cuts best when I have heavy cardstock selected. So I'll click on that and we're going to head over to my Maker. And the Maker is cutting out the last piece of cardstock. And while it's doing that, I'm going to punch in some extra holes into the bunting because otherwise the thread wouldn't fit. Now we're going back to Design Space. There we go. This will work. I've got it all arranged the way I want it. And then I'm going to hit continue and the Maker is going to connect via Bluetooth to my computer. And then we can make the settings. Connecting via Bluetooth always can take a while. There we go. Now what I'm going to use as a setting for cutting is the glitter iron-on setting. Now you can select your material by going to browse all materials. And then if you know the name of the material, type it in here in the front, at the top, or you scroll down to, in this case, iron-on. Now you have a lot of materials you can cut with the Maker, so you have to scroll down a lot. Here you see all the iron-on materials and there is glitter iron-on. Now I've made that a favorite of mine because I'm using that quite a lot, so we can find it on the favorites, but that's the one that I'm going to be using. Glitter iron-on and then hit done. We don't need extra pressure, so we're going over to the Maker and cut all of these out. Now I'm going to put on the iron-on material shiny side down. So that's an important thing. You cut it out, mirrored, and you put it shiny side down. I'm going to put it in the Maker, hit the flashing arrow button, and then hit the play button. With the Maker, it's going slightly different than with the Explorer 3 because you don't have to choose the mat, so it will not load the mat first. It will do it in a different way. Now you see I'm cutting another batch on the Maker while I'm weeding out the first batch, and something went wrong while cutting out the first batch. So I had to come up with a contingency plan, which is, you see me later on, you see me cut out some holographic HTV, and I'm using that as well. And it worked out actually pretty fine. It was a user error. I selected the wrong material. I clicked on glitter cardstock, and the HTV doesn't like that. So I've weeded everything out, made sure that everything is from the backing that I don't want on there. And then I'm going to take my mini easy press and I'm going to press it on there. Now, how I'm going to do that, I'm just going to slide it over with slight pressure, not much. And when I see that the backing is getting loose from the glitter, I will stop. Then it's done. I can peel off the backing and it's all adhered nicely to it. So I'm going to continue doing that. And here you see how nice that looks. The glitter HTV on carton. So yes, you can use HTV on carton. For me, it's even more convenient than doing it with vinyl because vinyl will rip the paper. or that is, the transfer sheet will rip the paper, and this makes it a lot more easier. And I love this look of glitter HTV on there. It has a really nice, soft and almost velvety look to it. Yeah, it's really fun to do. So here you see me with the holographic HTV, and that weeds out just as easy as all the other HTVs. It's a joy to work with. The glitter HTV was the Cricut brand, and this one is the Caesar, I believe. I'm not sure, it's not branded on the back, but I think this is the Caesar HTV, and that also weeds like a charm. Really, the HTV is one of my favorite products to work with. Now I'm taking out all the bits and pieces, so make sure that everything is correct and that everything is off the backing, and then I'm going to cut it up to pieces that fit my paper, and I will iron these on as well. It's quite a big job to do. It takes a lot of time, but it is very simple to design and to cut out and to weed. So that's a good thing. So here you see me check the final bits. Everything is out, everything is weeded, and cutting it into size that it fits on my bunting. And you see how much fun it is, this holographic HTV on this colored cardstock. It really brings it all together. So we have a nice sparkly, shiny, glittery party. Well, that is, if the party would have taken place, because I don't know if you saw the last video, but unfortunately we had to cancel our party due to the Netherlands going back into a lockdown due to COVID-19, and we had to cancel our party. But okay, there are worse things in life, and we have to beat this together, so that's why we had to cancel our party. But that doesn't mean that this bunting is not fun, and it was a lot of fun to make, so that's why I still wanted to make the video for you. Okay, so now they're all done, and now I have to sort them out. I don't want the same colors next to each other, etc., etc. You get the gist, so I'm just sorting them out, placing them where I want them, and then I'm gonna get just a simple thread. It's a butcher's thread, and I'm gonna thread that through the holes to make a bunting that we can hang on the ceiling. And here you see me threading the first ones, coming in from the back over the front and back to the back, and repeat that for the next ones. I'm not going to be bothered that much with exact measurements at this moment, because I will sort them out once they're hanging on the ceiling. However, I need to make sure I have enough length to cover the complete ceiling. And here is the final result. It's a really fun project, and if you need home decoration, don't hesitate to use your Cricut to make that, and try HTV on cardstock. It works like a charm. Now, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you will not miss out on any of my future videos. Again, thank you for watching. I really like how this project came out, and I really like to see you for the next one. Thank you. Bye.